Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Moments Rashford card to try out today. A very interesting card because he does have his 90-foot birthday card that has the 5-star weak foot, and he also has his 94 Team of the Season card. So we are going to be taking a look at the price value in regards to in-game value when it comes to a card like Rashford in-game. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a look at a card that is 6'1" with high work rates, right-footed, with 5-star skill and a 4-star weak foot. So obviously all the base stuff looks really good. You don't necessarily need to be too concerned with all of that stuff because high work rates actually works incredibly well depending on the instructions you actually end up giving the card. He could be the type of card where maybe on a balance he's good, but obviously the way that they introduce all these new cards, sometimes they just move off the ball in different ways. So you always have to kind of experiment with that a little bit, right? In regards to traits, the only one that you're going to notice is going to be the flair trait on the card. No finesse shot trait. Unless there's anything else. No, there isn't. There's no finesse shot trait and no outside foot shot trait, so nothing too crazy there. In regards to his in-games for pace, he has 92 acceleration with 98 sprint speed. You don't necessarily need to improve that, so that's perfectly fine. He has 92 attacking positioning with 88 finishing. My boy gave him a sniper chemistry style for the plus 11 with 99 finishing and 96 shot power, as well as increasing his volleys and penalties, while also boosting his composure by a plus 5, so not necessarily bad. You could also give this card an engine chemistry style to boost that balance by a plus 10, but we will be experimenting with his dribbling in game to see if the sniper is good enough, because it's either you want to take away his finishing with an engine chemistry style, or you want to give him the sniper to make him as responsive as possible. Obviously, we focus mostly on responsiveness in this game because it's kind of what you kind of have to do, right? Passing abilities are not too bad with this card. Again, with the engine chemistry style, you could give him a plus 5 for short passing, plus 10 for long passing, if that's something that you're interested in. He could potentially make a good cam if you use him with the high work rates, with Ronaldo playing as a striker, which we could definitely try out for sure. But we'll see what's up with it with the sniper chemistry as well, regardless. But with the sniper chemistry style, you can obviously see the balance at 82 is something that you have to improve because of the fact that this card is a 6'1" player. So you do want to make him as responsive as possible in game, even if that means sacrificing for the finishing. Is that worth it for the 220k untradeable aspect? That's to be seen by the end of the video, right? You're also going to be increasing reactions, ball control, dribbling, and then composure is being increased with the sniper chemistry style. So we will experiment with that in game. He does have 97 stamina, so you could probably use him in any of the attacking areas, whether it's left cam, right cam, center cam, striker. So good in regards to, potentially telling him to come back in defense. But I think on balance, because of his high work rates, I think he'll be perfectly fine. And then he does also have 83 strength with 81 aggression, which is always very helpful to have when you do have the pace and physical presence on the card. So it's going to be interesting to try out because my boy has Ronaldo in his team. So I do kind of want to try him out first in the cam position, actually. So we're going to be using the 4-2-3-1 as we normally do. 5 and 4, 5 and 4. We're going to have Marcus Rashford playing as the cam with Ronaldo up top because I want to test out the high work rates playing in that position. The rest of the team is set up in a very nice way, in my opinion. We're going to have Bruno Fernandes on bounce, which is perfectly fine. Freddie on stay back while attacking cover center. Get into the box. We're not going to do that because I want to see how they move in general. And then Cristiano Ronaldo we're just going to have on balance as well. So let's see how he works off of Ronaldo because I believe Ronaldo has the high-low work rates. So that should be interesting to test out with Marcus Rashford because Marcus Rashford, when I've tested him out, he's usually been an aggressive attacker. So he could potentially play that cam position really well. We will also be trying him out in a 4-4-2 formation. We'll be using balance, 5 and 5, 5 and 4 for this one. And then we'll have Marcus Rashford playing up top with Cristiano Ronaldo. Instruction we'll have these guys on just stay central, right? Just stay central for these dudes. Nothing too crazy because I like for them to move in certain ways, right? Come back in defense for Daniel. We'll have these guys all on stay back while attacking because Bruno Fernandes will still push up regardless. Come back in defense for him, get him behind is taken out, and then stay back while attacking for the fullback. So we'll be using the ultra attacking formation for the 4-2-3-1, and then we'll be using the 4-4-2 to test him out in a striker with 2 people up top. So let's get into a game and see how he plays. Oh, this guy has an interesting team. Wow. Okay. Really nice. It's like a fun concept. you know, but also meta at the same time in certain areas. So I like it. It's nice. Positioning pretty solid so far in the cam position. Not super aggressive when he doesn't need to be just yet, so that's good. His dribbling doesn't seem too bad with the sniper chemistry style, to be fair. You can definitely feel the drag a little bit with him because of the height that he has, but I think he compensates really well for it. The sniper is definitely nice. Good positioning with him there. Nice run with his 4-star weak foot. Nice little goal. So his high work rates working really nicely in the cam position. Nice little goal right there. I like when he makes those runs without me having to tell him to, because you can't spam the L1 or else they're just going to make a really linear run. So it's good that he kind of did it at an angle right there, and his 4-star weak foot was good enough to score that opportunity with the sniper chemistry style. Okay, good. He plays off of my dribbles really nicely in the cam spot. Let's see how he works off of Ronaldo right here. Nice little shield. Makes that aggressive run. How fast you go back into position. Pretty quickly, actually. Nice. It's actually solid. I really like the way he's moving in the cam position, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. Like, he's moving really nicely. The high work rates is working perfectly in that situation. I love it. Always nice to be able to do the skill moves. Coming off of like a ball roll or something, then doing a scoop turn instantly is always a nice thing to have. We have to work off that middle space constantly if we ever find it. Rashford's moving really nicely in the cam spot, guys. I like that he's consistently not being super predictive, and he's moving to the sides, back into the middle instantly. Like, I like the way he's moving there. Nice movement. Try a finesse shot from there. It was the problem with that finesse shot, and this is what happens when you don't have the finesse shot trait, is that it's not as crisp and accurate. So he came off of that skill move, but it was still based too much into the middle. But guys, in the cam spot with his high work rates, you're definitely noticing that his off the ball movement is actually incredible there. I don't necessarily need to tell him to move in certain ways, and he's just doing it for me, which is perfect. So the next game, we're going to be trying him out in the striker position. Let's see how he plays there. Okay, so to make this work in regards to the 4-2-3-1, we have to try him out in the striker position like that, but then Nani has to play in the cam position because of Ronaldo's high-low work rates. So let's get into a game and see how he plays there. This guy has a cool team too, I like it. I wonder if he packed that Ferland Mendy for the new SBC today. I'm curious. Stops in play right there. Working off of Daniel James. Get that near post angle. Oh, not a great strike right there. Not a great strike right there. Could have been a little bit better. But we were also coming off of a skill move right there too. Nice. Oh, great goal right there. Nicely done. That was a solid finish, actually. Obviously, having the 5-star skill moves as well as the quick enough dribbling there to score that opportunity was really nice. There it is. Stay on side. Nicely done. Get close to the goalkeeper here. Ball roll touch. There it is. And we score that opportunity. Nicely done. That's why the gameplay needs to be at the very least decent for me to be able to time the ball roll touch properly. Ball roll allows you to just get that one little touch off. Once you do that touch, that's when the goalie animates himself to the floor, right? So with the way that the team is currently set up in regards to him being a striker, it's actually really solid. He's moving really nicely in the team. He's working well off of other people's off-the-ball movement, which is very important. I don't feel like I need to put instructions on this guy in particular because of the way that the team is set up in regards to their work rate. So, pretty nice so far. Okay, guys, so in the striker position, I'm actually liking him as a lone striker. I kind of prefer, because of the way that this team is set up, I actually prefer Rashford to be playing in the cam position just because his high work rates works really well there. But he's definitely very nice in the striker position as well. I do want to switch to a 4-4-2 now, and I want to see how he plays off of Ronaldo because I feel like that combo could be really deadly. Good, he's moving off of my dribbles really nicely. You guys can actually see that there, that when I moved upwards and then I moved back downwards, he kind of changed his runs, which is exactly what you want your attackers to do, is to play off of your dribbles really nicely. I do have to switch this 4-4-2, just this part right here with Fred and Fernandez, but I like the Rashford card, to be honest. I liked most of his cards once he got the skill moves or the weak foot upgrade, you know, whichever one it was. It was fun to use at that point, you know. But his foot birthday card was actually nuts to use with a 5-star weak foot. Faked him out a little bit right there. Under pressure, he still shoots a really nice shot. Nice. Under pressure, he still shoots a great shot. Nicely done. First time scoop turn, always a nice thing to have. A little bit of the body not being really great with the dribbling stats right there, but not too bad. Oh, ball roll! Ah, no. I registered the shot, but I wanted to do the ball roll afterwards because I realized I got really close to the goalkeeper, but nice little play right there. He's okay in the striker position. I liked him best in the cam spot in a 4-2-3-1 and also the striker position. I think it's like, I think the differences between which one I liked better is very, very small, but I think that's definitely where he was best utilized for sure. In the two-striker formation, he's also very good, though. His high work rates is working really nicely off of Ronaldo's high lows or high mediums. I think he's a high low. So it's nice. I'm going to switch back to the 4-2-3-1 just because I liked using that formation so much. Nicely done. Let's go. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Moments Rashford card is that it's actually pretty solid. I really enjoyed using him in the cam position and the striker position. Also played pretty well in a 4-4-2, just preferably in a 4-2-3-1, playing through the middle as a striker or as a cam. But what I want to do here is I want to check out the price for the foot birthday because this is a 5-star weak-footed Marcus Rashford card. So with this card, I'm pretty sure people also gave him this sniper chemistry style because of the dribbling boost as well as the finishing boost. Now, I will say that this card is definitely going to perform better in-game because of that 5-star weak foot. 5-star weak foot is an absolutely huge thing to have in FIFA. It's not one of those things where it's like, oh, but the 4-star feels like a 5-star. It's really not the case. The 5-star weak foot will 100% make a huge difference on the card. But I think that the price value between this card and the foot birthday card is very fair. It's like a 240k difference between that and having a 5-star weak-footed player, which is the only thing that you're going to really notice on the card, which again is pretty drastic, and it makes sense for the price difference, but it's still pretty cool that you can get an untradeable version of his card at a 91 rating for a very fair price. Now, this card is 230k. The Team of the Season card that has a 3-star weak foot is going to be at 258k. Now, again, guys, I'm telling you guys that the weak foot at the bare minimum nowadays needs to be at a 4, okay? It needs to be at a 4 for the player to be usable. This is the type of card where I think if he was on the market, he would cost around that region as well. Maybe at 300k, 280k. So if you want to use this card and you have no plans on getting the foot birthday card, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing for you to do, right? But other than the comparison in regards to prices, I think the price is very fair for the quality that he offers in game. let's talk about his specifics, right? So the sniper chemistry style has definitely improved his finishing and his attacking positioning, very, very noticeable in the cam position and the striker position. However, because of his height and his high and average plus body type, you could still feel the balance being off from time to time, but I really do feel like the agility compensates for the balance really, really nicely, which is very important, right? 92 acceleration or 98 sprint speed is good enough. You don't necessarily need to improve that. Having 97 stamina with high work rates is very, very important for a card like Marcus Rashford, right? Because of the way that he moves around the pitch. It makes total sense to use him through the middle. You could also use him on the sides. I don't really rate him too much on the sides because of the balance that he has. I like my players on the sides to be really agile. You know, players like, I use Quaresma, I use Rafa in my main team. Those are the types of guys that I like to use in the side position. I wouldn't really recommend a player like Marcus Rashford there. But like I said, cam position, striker position, he plays it really, really nicely. The dribbling part, you will still notice. Physical aspect on this card was really nice from time to time. His reach for the ball is nice when you know, someone's defensive player is putting pressure on him, and he could kind of just like reach and do like a ball roll, or reach and do like a long like a toe poke of a pass or something, right? Which is always very nice to have as well. So I mean, the card at 230k for an untradeable is cool. If I were to play the game normally and I really wanted to get the FUT birthday card, knowing that a better version exists of the card, I wouldn't do the SBC. But if you have no plans on getting the FUT birthday version of the card and you're okay with the moments like my boy Tony is, I don't know if he has any intention of or any plans in getting the FUT birthday version, it's still a cool card. There is also another variable on top of this SBC, and that is the fact that you have SBC fodder in your club, right? So the SBC fodder really brings down the price of the card. So if you're doing him for sentimental value, in my opinion, it's worth the price of the SBC, because you can't really look at it from 230k and be like, oh yeah, he costs 230k, because you're not buying the card off of the market, you're doing him as an SBC. So it makes sense for the value that he is and the in-game quality that he offers. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I will catch you guys for... I have an icon packs ready for tomorrow morning, and then if you guys haven't checked out the new SBC pack opening for today, I will be releasing that earlier today as well. So thank you guys so much for watching the content. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.